The reason why the Quran and the Bible is similar is because they took the structure of the Bible and made it into their own religion. You see what I'm saying? The man that made up that religion, his name was Muhammad, right? And he come from the same father that the Arabs come from. That's the Arabs' religion. They ain't the black man religion. Right. See what I'm saying? Our religion is the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Because everything traces back to lineage and nationality, right? Even your religion. So if what is called the Quran is the Arab's religion, then what's your religion? What's your nationality? Because we ain't the same people. Alright, so I'm gonna show you this right here though. I'm gonna show you this right here. Right? Give me 1 Peter 2:21 first, because the Quran got the Torah in, right? They follow Moses' laws. That's why they wear the head wrap and all that stuff right there. But he wasn't no prophet sent from God. Only the children of Israel is prophets. And I'm gonna show you that too.
In 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 21, for this prophecy came not in old time by the will of man.
So the Bible deal with prophecy, right? The Quran don't deal with prophecy. The only prophecy, we can deal with that too, right? So it says the prophecy didn't come from, read it again.
For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man.
So it didn't come by the will of man. You said the man wrote the Bible, right? But the Bible telling you the prophecy or the words in the Bible didn't come from the will of man. You know how? Because the Old Testament, what they teach the laws. The Bible, the Old Testament is the laws. Don't steal, don't kill, you know what I'm saying? Marry. You know what I'm saying? Treat your neighbor like you want to treat yourself, right? It says it didn't come from the will of men. That's the will of God right there. The commandments is the will of God. What's the will of men? To sleep with his brother's wife. To steal, to kill. That's how you know that, right? Hold that, John, to give me Jeremiah 17:9. Let me show you that. The will of man is not to be righteous. That's why we got to keep the commandments. That's how you know the Bible wasn't written by men. God was dealing with those men that put the pen on the paper for show. But the word came from God. And I'm gonna show you that. Bro, you gotta be on the spiritual tip to understand it. Right? Just listen, bro, listen. Have you ever read the Bible? You read the Bible? Okay, so let me ask you this. But you gotta understand it though, right? You gotta keep the commandments, understand it. So we coming with the understanding of the Bible. That's the difference, right? So before you shun the Bible off, at least listen to the understanding they're coming from. Because we ain't coming with the white man doctrine. That's why people usually be like, nah, bro, I want to hear it. Or the white man wrote that, or man wrote that, right? So let me give you the understanding, you know what I mean, before you just throw away your whole heritage. Because this is our heritage. The Quran is the Arab man heritage. So let me show you something. Read it.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 9.
So remember, it said the prophecy didn't come from the will of men. We understand the will of God is keeping the commandments, right? This is the will of men right here. Read it.
The heart is deceitful above all things.
This is what's in man's heart right here, man's mind. Read it.
The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked.
Desperately wicked, right? Now go back to 2 Peter 1 and 21. Read it.
For the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man.
That's how you know, because we wicked up here. So the prophecy, don't steal, knowing how to treat your brother, right? Knowing that we was gonna come over here on slave ships. That stuff didn't come from the mind of a man. The Lord was dealing with the man in the Bible, right? I'm gonna show you that. Read that.
But holy men of God.
Holy men of God. What made them holy? Because they was in the commandments. They kept God's commandments, right? Read.
Spake as they were moved by the Holy Ghost. But
now listen. All right, now go to Psalm 68:11. So the Lord was dealing with these men that wrote these scriptures. You see what I'm saying? He gave them the word. He gave them the word to write. They didn't sit down. How you know they didn't sit down and come up with this stuff? It's because their mind was, a man's mind is desperately wicked. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna further prove it. Read that right there. The Lord gave the word. Check this out.
Psalm chapter 68 and verse 11. The Lord gave the word.
The Lord did what?
The Lord gave the word.
The Lord gave the word to those holy men, right? Hold on, check this out. You're right. So check this out. Read that.
Great was the company of those that published it. Yes.
So it said, great was the company of those that published it. Go to Exodus 31 and last verse. So the Lord gave the word to those men. You see what I'm saying? He just used those men just like he using us as a vessel to come out here and give the right understanding. He used those men to put these prophecies on this paper. Right. You see what I'm saying? Of course, every man sat down and physically wrote a book, but what spirit was they moving in? These men was moving in the spirit of the Lord. You know why? Because a man ain't gonna sit down to tell you, hey, listen, you need to treat your brother like this. How you want to be treated. Don't steal, don't kill, marry your women. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, but you still got to be moving in a certain spirit because your mind is desperately wicked according to the Bible. We don't sit around and just think good all the time. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you know these words, the Lord was dealing with the man that wrote these Bibles, right? And I'm going to show you that. Read that.
Exodus chapter 31 and verse 18. And he gave it to Moses.
So he gave unto Moses. The Lord gave to Moses. Read.
When he had made an end of communion with him upon Mount Sinai, 2 tables of testimony, tables of stone, written with the finger of God. Written with the what? Finger of God.
God wrote the Bible.
That's right.
God dealt with these men to write the Bible. You see what I'm saying? They was moving in the spirit of the Lord when they wrote these prophecies down. Right? So let me show you a prophecy. Go to Deuteronomy 28 and 16. You tell me this, because Moses, outside of the Lord dealing with him, he was a brother just like us. But the Lord was dealing with him. That's why he could write prophecies like this right here. And you know what a prophecy is? You know what a prophecy is? Yeah. Listen. Do you know what a prophecy is or what prophecy means? What do it mean? What do it mean? Can I help you out for time's sake? Okay, yeah, that's right. Right, you predict the future, right? That's prophecy, right? Or you foretelling something, right? All right, so you tell me if a man can come up with this on his own, or a higher power, as you would say, have to be dealing with him, right? All right, I'm going to show you something. Read this right here. Read it.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So Moses said, listen, if y'all don't do the commandments of God, he was going to bring you into Egypt again with ships. Do you understand what he was saying? Do you understand what he was saying? That's what he's talking about right here. He said he was going to bring you into who? So who went into slavery on ships? Because check it out, this hadn't happened yet. Did this happen in the time of Moses? Did they go into slavery on ships when Moses said that? No. Did they go into slavery on ships in the Syrian captivity? No. Did they go into slavery? Listen, check it out. I'm trying to make a point though. Did they go into slavery in the Babylonian captivity on ships? No. Did they go into slavery when Christ walked the earth on ships? No. How did Moses know this? Because God dealt with him. He told him what to write. Just like the other prophets, God dealt with them, those great men, and told them what to write. And he gave them visions, and they wrote it down. You see what I'm saying? This Bible is real. You see what I mean? Read that again. Yeah. Now I was just clearing up the fact that you said it was written by me. See, that doctrine was put out here in the earth to cause confusion.
It's tape. Just like I talk. God talking.
Yeah. All right.
So people talking. Or somebody, you know what I mean? God been talking to somebody. It's a couple.
Okay. All right, so we're on the same page. Okay, cool. But we had to clear it up because that doctrine is out there. People think men wrote this Bible. You see what I'm saying? Men told other men what to do when it comes to this Bible. God put the spirit on those men to write this Bible. Because how Moses was gonna know that we was gonna go into slavery on slave ships back then? Now, how would he know that? God had to be dealing with him. Read it again for the brother sitting right there in the car because he listening.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With ships. You see that, bro? How can Moses know that we was gonna go into slavery with ships?
One thing I learned about Moses, he was the first man. He's so good.
show you what Moses. Go to Deuteronomy 1 and 1. I'm gonna show you what Moses did. Because what's your nationality? What's your nationality? Because it's important for you to know this.
Yeah.
Because you came and talked about the Quran and stuff like that. They know that's their nationality. They know that's their religion. But we don't know our nationality. We don't know our religion. We don't know our God. You see what I'm saying? But guess what? We come back out here to show our people who we are according to the Bible, who your God is. Your God ain't this white boy right here. God ain't white. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Christ ain't white.
Right.
I'm here to show you, listen, God is your God. He's a black man according to the Bible. Christ coming back for you and only you. Right, his hell was like wool. And Christ come back for you and only you. You see what I'm saying? We out here with that information. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1.
Go to Isaiah 1 and 3 first. Go to Isaiah 1 and 3 first. Because a lot of our people dibble and dabble in these other religions because they don't know who their God is. They don't know who they are. That's why we grope in noonday, meaning we out here searching for stuff just to be a part of. You ever seen that movie? I know y'all seen it with LL Cool J on that joint and Oh My F's In Too Deep.
Yeah.
You remember that part where they was riding in the car, it was raining, and he was like, man, listen, black people just want to be a part of something. That's real. That's why we be like GDs, Vice Lord. We go to that stuff mourning for the structure and order. You see what I'm saying? And to be a part of something that's gonna help the community, because that's how that stuff started. You see what I'm saying? But they made it turn into something else. But in that movie, he said, listen, black people just want to be a part of something that's real. That's a curse that's on us. Because we don't know who our God is. We don't know who we are. We don't know where our homeland is, and we don't know who our God is. But guess what? I'm going to show y'all that today. I'm going to show you that today. Read that right there.
Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox know of his owner.
So God finna compare us to two animals. An ox is a dumb animal, right? It said that the ox know of his owner. The ox know who owns him. The ox know, if you got a dog, you his God. You know why? Because you provide everything for him. So this ox, he know his owner. He know his God. He know who provides for him, right? Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
And the ass is another dumb animal. If you got a donkey, the donkey know who his master is, his God is, his owner is. This is the same thing. He know where his homeland is, right? If a donkey go off, he know how to get back to his crib, back to his home, right? Right? Read it.
But Israel,
the Israelites, right? Read it.
do not know.
We don't know. That's why if I can ask you, bro, what's your nationality? What would you say? What nationality? Or what family of the earth do you come from? Do we come from? We're the same people.
To be honest, I'm Indian and black. I know where I came from. I know I came from Africa.
So Indian and black. So Indian just means slave.
Yeah.
And black, so you just said you was a black slave.
Yeah.
That's all you said.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? But that ain't your nationality. We gonna show you your nationality. You fit that right. It said the ass don't know his master crib, meaning his homeland. I mean the ass know his homeland, but Israel don't know his homeland. The ox know who his master is, meaning know who his God is, but Israel don't know who their God is. They think this their God right here. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? We got it out here. We got the right doctrine out here today. This ain't Christianity. The Bible ain't got nothing to do with religion. Our religion, when it comes to the scriptures, is law, statutes, commandments. God told you don't steal, don't kill. If you out here having sex, get married. That's our religion. That's what we do. That's what we practice. This is our religion means something we practice. What we practice is the laws. That's what we practice. See what I'm saying? And what they did was they took our practices and made a religion.
To scream black power while Haran was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.